You could definitely, like I said, all I visualize, and that's like my kind of moving too. As you know, my dance moves top tier.
Like I've seen your dance move, and you know what you look like. Those blow up things. No, you look like those blow up things at car dealerships. They're like, that's you.
No, my hands don't go up though. My hands are sometimes they on down too. It depends on these are to the sides. But come on.
This is the Final Curriculum with Logan and Jim.
This week on the Final Curriculum, it's club music featuring special guest Grace, who is Jim's daughter. Welcome to the show. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back.
This is the final. You've got to say it's the Final Curriculum.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. That's the most important part. But it just gets through with, in the intro, me saying, this is the Final Curriculum with Logan and Jim.
Okay. You feel better now?
I do. I like yelling.
Yeah, this is my daughter. And you know what's kind of funny? She introduces herself as Grace Feliciano, and that's her married name, and I'm not used to that.
Yeah. How does that make you feel?
I'm happy for her, but it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is, you said club music. No, this is The Club.
The club.
This is The Club. There was a place called The Club that we would go to in college. It was The Club in Columbus.
That was the name of the building?
Yes.
That just sounds like lack of creativity. Couldn't come up with an actual name.
It was called The Club. And these songs are from that era.
Yeah.
Now, listen.
Is that your favorite era?
No. That era, yes. Is it a little loud?
Yeah, jeez. Goodness.
That era of music, yes. This isn't my favorite genre, but yes.
Okay.
What is my favorite genre?
Joni Mitchell.
No, alternative rock from this area. The new wave, all that kind of stuff. But I love dance music. I love dance music. And so when I brought these songs in, the playlist has, I think, 10 songs. We're only going to do 6 of them now. But when I picked these songs, I remember dancing my tail end off at the club and at Cheers and other places.
At Cheers.
In our
like
apartment.
The TV show?
Well, it used to be called Bob O'Reilly's.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
The Who song?
Yeah. Then they changed it to Cheers. Anyway.
No. So wait a second. I just like to say that this week you're so infatuated with making me listen to the whole playlist, the whole album.
Yes.
You just sent me the playlist.
Yes.
And so yesterday I'm like, where are the songs that he wants me to listen to?
Yeah.
And it was all the songs.
Yeah.
I don't have time for that.
You know what? When you're preparing your students, you give them a bunch of information, but you don't test them on everything, right? So they have to be exposed to it, and then you test them on other stuff. So that's exactly what I did.
Please don't. Never mind. Please don't.
That's what all of the guests have been doing, Logan. Every single guest has been doing this, so
We've
you
had
can do it.
We've had 2 guests. Relax.
This is fixing to be 3.
This is fixing to 3. And also, all of these guests are connected to you in some way or another. So I feel like everyone's just against me. Granted, nobody has been directly attacking me as of yet, but I feel like that's coming.
Your friend Reed from the East Coast, who's probably getting walloped right now with snow, by the way.
Yeah.
Have you even checked on him?
No. He was fine. I talked to him last night. He was,
Okay. Anyway, he is going to be doing an upcoming episode. So he has the playlist, and guess what? He's listened to the whole thing. I haven't sent him the individual songs yet. He's listened to the whole playlist. That's how it goes.
You sent him the playlist already?
Yeah.
Oh. Is that in the same group chat that
No, we're doing a separate one.
A separate group chat.
I'm talking crap about you. And he's talking crap about you,
That's fantastic. Oh, my God. Yeah. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
See, but this cahoots business, I don't know if I like it. But anyway,
he hasn't said anything tech about you. It's just me talking. I was hoping he would reciprocate, but he didn't.
We'll get to that eventually. But I want to get started here with. Oh no, we got to hear Grace's intro. We haven't heard.
Let's hear what Grace has to say about life in general.
All right. Maybe is it playing?
I listened to.
I didn't change anything.
Logan.
I did not change anything. The volume is up here, sir. What are you doing?
Let's try it again.
I saw you adjust the volume. Play it.
I am Jim's daughter. I am 28. I listen to all sorts of music. I tend to stay away from like hard rock and like heavy metal. I love going to concerts. I live in Nashville, so concerts are plentiful. My favorite concerts that I've been to recently, probably Casey Musgraves, Tori Kelly, and Remy Wolf.
Remy who?
Remy Wolf. I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
I love
either.
Casey Musgraves.
I know her. She was on the soundtrack for the Elvis movie. That's the only reason I know who that is. Casey Musgraves.
I never saw that. You know that.
Yeah, which is a mistake, but okay.
She's got a lot of, she's country, but she's not really like red dirt country.
No,
that's
red dirt
not like
flip-flop, feet in the door. Mm-hmm. Does she have both types of music, country and Western?
Stop it. There is no such thing anymore. There is no country Western.
That was a reference to the Blues Brothers.
I know. And that nobody enjoyed. Anyway, okay, so we're ready to go.
Yeah, and well, so I did listen to the whole album.
Playlist.
I'll just playlist. I guess it's not an album. It's a playlist that you created. And not really what I thought of for the club. You were talking You're talking about dance music.
Yes.
You're talking about this. You're talking about that. Some of the songs, yes, okay. Like the first one we're going to listen to, "Let the Music Play." I can definitely see myself dancing to that song, and we'll talk about it more after. But some of these other ones.
What did you think of when you think of 80s dance? I'm just curious. What was your thought?
More along the lines of "Let the Music Play" than some of the other ones.
Okay,
like where you can actually, move and groove a little bit. Okay,
I'm telling you right now. Every one of these, I moved and grooved.
Yeah, well,
and I might do it today.
That's debatable.
All right, here we go. You ready? We're gonna fade in.
Will you stop saying that?
No, because we're gonna fade in at 36. So get ready to fade in.
I'm not touching the button.
Are you
button
ready?
Is up.
Are you ready? I need you to fade in though.
It is up.
I need you to fade in though.
Okay.
For lagging. This is gonna be an issue.
Pretending a dance is just a dance, but I see he's dancing his way back to me. He's dancing his way back to me. Love said, let the music play.
Get away. I think there is something going on because that is interesting.
Yeah.
It's a board issue. I don't know. But that was good. That was great. That was great. I do have to admit that was one of the couple that I knew coming into it. Let the music.
It's not all about you knowing. I'm hoping you're going to explore and learn something new.
I could see myself dancing to a little Running Man action,
which had not been invented yet.
Well, I would be a trendsetter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Styling and profiling while doing the Running Man. Solid A for "Let the Music Play" by Shannon.
Good.
Best is yet to come. Any other what else do we know about this song? Anything?
When I was doing it, I was trying to think because so many of these are MTV. This is again the MTV. But I was like, I don't remember what Shannon's album video was. It's terrible. And I don't remember it being on MTV much, but again, I think this was 1983. I don't think I had MTV at that point, so that's probably why I never saw it. But anyway, big hit for her, number one dance hit, but it made number 8 on the top 100. Kind of the New York club scene, and some of these songs weren't necessarily single hits, but they made it to the dance club hits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if I guess you have that now. You have people like, who's that guy who has the mouse hat on and, the mouse.
Oh, Dead Meow.
Dead Mouse. Yeah. So I think you have dance things. They're not necessarily hitting the pop charts, but there's a dance club. So same thing.
Steve Aoki. That's another one.
Okay.
Boneless, a solid dance tune. You ever heard that? No. Oh,
You have to play it for me.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what Grace had to say about Let the Music Play by Shannon.
Solid A from me.
So for the first song, it was Let the Music Play by Shannon. Great beat, great vocals, a little boring. I didn't find like that there was something that just like really drew me in, but I'm gonna give it a solid B+.
I don't know about that.
A
No, I don't know about that.
B+ for boring.
Boring?
I don't know if boring would be how I describe some of the other songs in this playlist. Yes.
Stop it.
Yes. But there's more. And I guess, though, if she said she was a fan of hard rock and that kind of stuff.
No, she says she's not a fan. That's what she doesn't listen to is hard rock.
Oh. Well.
Do you pay attention?
I'm sick today. Give me a break.
I was sick too.
I
Something
had a
else.
bunch of Dayquil earlier, so I don't know what's going on. But yeah, no, I don't know if I agree with that. But it's still a B+.
B+
though.
isn't horrible.
No,
it's not horrible.
That's a passing grade.
She might be nervous. This is her first one. So,
But on the surface, she looks calm and ready.
she is kind of calm and ready. All right, the next one though is Prince. Have you ever heard of Prince?
The little guy called Prince.
Have you ever heard of Erotic City? This song.
No.
So this song came out as a B-side to Let's Go Crazy.
Yeah.
From
Yep.
Purple Rain.
Yeah.
So, and I was like, why? I wonder why, because it wasn't in the movie and it wasn't on the album, but they released it as a B-side because they don't, like, he recorded it a little bit too late to make it on the album. So they would throw in these B-sides sometimes that weren't on the album. We've talked about this. And so it wasn't necessarily a single, but it took off, especially in the clubs, because everybody loved it because it's an amazing song.
Yeah. We went to, when I was working at the radio station, we did a thing with the Prince Pop-Up Museum. Whoa.
Oh, that was me.
The Prince Pop-Up Museum downtown. So that was like my first, well, not my first, but like another like reintroduction to
We went to that too.
the world that is Prince. I didn't go with you, but yes,
No.
I went separately from you.
They had a little dance, like a little club area where you
Yeah.
could go in toward the end.
Yeah. And they had a motorcycle where you could pose on the motorcycle.
I went with my friend Keely, who was visiting from a college friend who lives in Atlanta, who's a diehard Prince fan, and so is her cousin who was with us, and they loved it. Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah. All right. Let's take a listen to Prince, Erotic City. Then we'll have some thoughts to share before we hear from Grace.
I'm going to hit play, and it's going to take a couple seconds for it to come in.
Okay. Thank you.
Can you fade in, or we're not even going to try it?
Why don't you just press play and then when it's. Oh.
Fuck so pretty, you and me. Erotic city, come alive. We could fuck into the dawn, making love till cherries gone. Erotic city, can't you see? Fuck so pretty, you and me. Erotic city.
Interesting.
Interestingly amazing.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think it's pretty good. Every time I hear these Prince songs now, all I can think of is the tie back to the Batman movie. Ever since we listened to that was on the, I think that was on the Mistakes album or something, or the Mistakes
Yes, it was.
episode. Every time I hear these songs now, all I can think of is the Joker doing that crazy like like that little business through the art gallery.
You just made me nauseous right there. There's a little too much going on. Right?
Little, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like doing the dance, you know.
Prince is, I mean, I don't know. I love Prince. And Prince is, one of these days, I'd love to just do a whole show on Prince because it's so many different styles, but it all has his sound that he kind of created. That's Minneapolis sound. That's Sheila E., who was his drummer singing. And I think you bleeped it out, but according to her, she's saying F-U-N-K, funk.
I see.
So you would have to be the judge of that. But that's what she's saying that she is singing.
I see. Okay. Just
What do you
like,
think of what?
that's like in the Family Guy, the opening of Family Guy. You know how is he today? And then Stewie goes, and I don't even remember what he says. But
I don't watch Family Guy.
Oh, what are you doing?
What in the world is going on?
What are you doing?
I was trying to get. I don't know how to get back. How do I get back?
I don't know. But Family Guy, anyway, they talk about the baby during the intro. You know, they have that whole big staircase sign.
What would I tell you if I told you I'd never watched Family Guy?
That wouldn't surprise me at all. You don't strike me as a Family Guy kind of person. But the baby says laugh and cry, where it sounds like F and cry. You know, but you know, same type of deal. It's always laugh and cry. But anyway, Erotic City by Prince. I think I gotta go A-.
Okay.
I think I gotta go A-.
So you can dance. That's a good danceable one.
You can definitely, like I said, all I visualize, and that's like my kind of movement too. As you know, my dance moves top tier. But
I've seen your dance move, and you know what you look like. Those blow up
Marionette.
things.
No,
you look like those blow up things at car dealerships that are like. That's you.
No, my hands don't go up though. My hands are to the sides.
Sometimes they come down too. It depends.
My
on
hands
the
are to
wind.
the sides, baby. Come on. A- though.
All right, that's a
for
good grade,
Prince.
Logan. I appreciate that. Let's see what Grace thinks of Erotic City.
All right, let's take a listen.
The next song is Erotic City by Prince. This song is timeless. I love it. I had heard it before, but I think Prince really pushed the envelope with a lot of the music that he did, and the fact that it still sounds like some of the music that's coming out right now, I think is incredible. And so I'm going to give this a solid A.
A solid A. Interesting.
I don't know if she's going to do A pluses like Jenna did.
No, nobody should be doing A pluses like Jenna did.
Well, you did. Well, you set the standard. You were
For
the first
Ice
one to
Ice
give an
Baby,
A plus.
The only that should be the only A plus out of any song that is ever reviewed. But an A is a respectable grade.
It's a very respectable grade.
And it's interesting because I guess you said she doesn't like hard rock, so okay. But she likes country though, Casey Musgraves kind of thing. I mean, that's almost like the polar opposite.
But she likes pop. She said what she said what she doesn't like
Take a
is
breath.
hard rock.
Yeah.
So that means she likes she says, I like all kinds of music.
I see.
You just don't listen.
Well, I was listening. I see. I heard hard rock and thought, hey.
All right, we're going to fade in on this one. We're going to try to.
All right.
The next one is, I just want to get, I don't even going to say anything. I want to get your take on it.
All right. Let's take a listen.
In 1965, Vietnam seemed like just another foreign war. But it wasn't. It was different in many ways, and so were those who did the fighting. In World War II, the average age of the combat soldier was...
Well, what kind of dancing are you going to do to that song?
The same kind I would do to let the music play.
I don't know. That was giving me. Remember the one song that we listened to that had William Shatner in it? What was the name of that song? Remember where he was doing the voiceover?
Yeah.
Was that in the Mistakes episode too?
Mm-hmm. No.
No. And he was like doing.
That was the. Wasn't it the covers?
Yes, maybe.
So.
I think so. That beginning part where they're talking about, oh, the average age and whatever was this, and then in Vietnam it was 19. Yeah, which I mean is an interesting factoid, but
that's what was so crazy about this, Logan. This happened. When did this come out?
I assume around the time that Vietnam War was
85.
happening.
10 years after is what I'm saying. And I was 20. Learned nothing about Vietnam in high school. I ended up learning about it in college, but I had not taken that class yet. So I knew nothing about the Vietnam War other than it was a rough, horrible experience and all that kind of stuff. So here we are. This guy it was political, and he takes it and makes it a thing. So now we're all hearing about facts and stuff. The average age, was 26 for the combat veteran in World War II, and now it was 19 in Vietnam.
Which is crazy.
Crazy.
That is crazy.
Crazy. And it talked about PSD. That's the first time I ever heard the word PSD.
PTSD. Yes.
PTSD, yeah. PSD is Photoshop.
Yes.
And I hadn't even heard of that at 19
You're
when
right.
I was 20.
Yeah. So 19.
So it served a purpose, I thought. I just think it was a way, I don't know, it was educating us.
Yeah. Well, hey, you seem like a guy who likes to learn things. So,
Yeah.
Did you know that the Eiffel Tower shrinks 6 inches in the winter when it gets cold?
No, but it makes sense.
Yes.
Because it's metal.
There's your daily factoid. Daily dose of fact.
That's I would even say that's almost fascinating.
19 by Paul Hardcastle. I think we'll go B. We'll go solid B.
I just think don't grade it a B because you don't think you can dance to it because that's just baloney.
No.
Okay.
That is not why I'm.
Because you're like, I don't know how I can dance to it. Well, I'll tell you right now how you dance to it with your dance moves.
With arm movements.
Well, first of all, nobody in my era was dancing like you dance, but that's okay.
Well, they were doing. Well, you said this was before the Running Man. So what were you doing? The sprinkler?
No, we didn't have
the shopping
made-up
cart.
We didn't have made-up dance, although I used to do the Smurf.
The Smurf.
Yes.
Well, how does that go?
You just kind of do that.
Why is that the Smurf?
That's just what we call it, the Smurf. I don't know. It's just what it was. All right, let's see what Grace said.
Okay. Smurfing is what?
This song is 19 by Paul Hardcastle. Not something I would dance to at the club.
Thank you, Grace.
I appreciate the fact that Paul was using this song and talking about the Vietnam War and really educating people who may not have been watching the news, or I don't know if the news was even really talking about it. So I do appreciate that because he was educating people in a place where they probably weren't expecting to be educated. So I'm going to give this a B-. I do appreciate what he was trying to do, but this song is just not it for me.
And she's a veteran.
I know. I was going to say that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your service, Grace.
Yes, she's a veteran, so she learned. She knows all about it. So
yeah. Did they learn about that? Like
I'm sure in the history
training or something?
classes. I'm sure in the history classes. Plus, she was an officer, so she had to go through officer school. So they had a lot of history there.
Oh,
so I don't know. I'm sure she's familiar. She probably maybe knew people who were still in it. I don't know.
Yeah. We also, by the way, we forgot last week to give Jenna a grade at the end of the show. So we need to make sure we remember to do that today, because I don't have to pop up at the end of the video and just say, "Hey guys,"
you know you love that.
I know I love that, but
everybody's focused on you.
Nobody else wants to see that. Nobody wants to see my face more than they already do. I can guarantee you that.
All right, so I understand why she's saying that, but I love that song. It was 15 in the U.S. and it made it to number 1 in the UK.
Yeah, wow.
And it said it was the first heavy use of sampling. Pretty rare at the time.
Back then.
I think people, especially some of the hip hop, were doing some sampling, but he did a lot of it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I do remember that video. It was like clips of stuff. It was very
very political.
It wasn't Shannon was her dancing on the dance floor with some weird people behind her. This was not like that.
Weird people behind her. Okay.
You'd have to watch the video.
Well, speaking of weird people, Freakazoid by Midnight Star coming up next.
Don't even get me started on this. I'm going to try to stay in my seat.
Oh, you're going to try?
I'm going to try to stay in my seat.
That'd be good for the video if you got your little boogie.
Boogie, that was the 70s.
Boogie step, or what was the 80s then?
The Smurf.
The Smurf.
I told you. All right, let's go.
All right.
This needs to be turned up.
Okay. It's up.
Freakazoids, robots, please report. Freakazoids, robots, please report to the dance floor. Z-O-I-D-S. Z-O-I-D-S. Freakazoids. automation. Your every wish is my command.
What was that? What was that said in there?
Something about automation.
Oh, automation. I see.
What do you think he's talking about?
I don't know.
That's Midnight Star. They don't curse.
No, they is there another song by them that's kind of with the freak some more? What I don't remember how it goes, but the sound is very familiar to me.
They had on the playlist was also Operator.
Yeah,
It's like, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. And it's Operator, this is an emergency. And it's got the same kind of.
No, it wasn't that. Free some more. That's the only line I can think of.
Freak some more.
It wasn't. Operator.
Freakazoid.
No.
I don't know what you're talking about. If you tell me you can't dance to that, I'm going to literally put these headphones off, walk around, and kick your tail in.
It's very industrial.
Yeah.
In nature, kind of like some of the Prince songs that we've listened to on the show.
Yeah.
So. The industrial thing is not really for me. Like
because you've never.
I don't.
Oh, don't lean back in this chair. The thing is, you're listening to it like in your car or when you're mowing. Because I know those are the only two times you listen to music. We were at a club with our fellow friends and stuff in this environment. So that's why I'm coming at a different approach here.
Right.
So,
and I was never in a warehouse, with no lights on, with a disco ball or some whatever nonsense you had going on in there. Yeah. Because you would have to listen to this in a warehouse. That is the only.
It wasn't a warehouse. It was a club. It was.
Why do you always say
club.
Why do you say club like that all the time? The club.
Because it was the club. Anyway, in Columbus, Mississippi. No, Mississippi. Mississippi. 3. If you're from Mississippi, you don't say Mississippi. Nobody does that. It's Mississippi.
I'm not from Mississippi.
But you don't. You gotta. It's too. Just imagine every time you say, "Where are you from?" Mississippi.
Mississippi.
You're on your deathbed, and you're gonna say, and you're gonna kill out because you've wasted all those extra syllables throughout the years. I'm giving you a chance to get a better grade because I know you're fixing to go low.
I think we'll go B-. B- for Freakazoid.
Logan,
Planetary Invasion though is one of the top tier album names that was on. I mean that Midnight Star. I like the space theme, but that has nothing to do with my.
No.
Not at all reflected in my grade. That's for sure.
Let's see what Grace thought about Freakazoid.
All right.
Next song is Freakazoid by Midnight Star. I find it very repetitive, but it's good.
Repetitive.
And I know they do Operator as well, which is also on the playlist, and that's also a good song. But I think that Freakazoid I'd probably give a solid B.
Ooh, she's tough.
She is tough, but she gave a better grade than I did.
Yeah.
So
I will say though, on the soundtracks or the playlists, some of them are the album version, so they're very long. So that's why she's listening to she probably did listen to the entire playlist multiple times. It is 8 minutes long, so she's thinking, okay, it's repetitive. But again, if you're on the dance floor, you don't care.
Yeah.
You don't care. You're just there.
Can we get a promo of you this week, just doing whatever dance that you're?
We'll do it because you need to know how to dance.
I guess so. You could check that out. It'll be on our Instagram page.
Although when my daughter graduated college, we went to a bar in the Quad Cities, and we were dancing, and all our friends were there and everything, and I was like turning around. Whatever, and like had my back to her. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm dancing." She's like, "You don't put your bottom." And I was like, "Yes, you do." I mean, I wasn't doing the freaky stuff, but you turn around. You turn around when you're dancing. Anyway.
The freaky stuff.
Well, like
I know.
What do you call that? Twerking and all that stuff. I don't know that. We didn't know what twerking was. Anyway, are you done? Because I'm done with you.
Oh my God, Grace! I'm sorry you had to deal with that. that.
I didn't know what she was. I thought it was rude because I thought I was.
No.
All right, the next one is we're going to change subjects. This is called New Shoes.
Oh my God.
And I'm going to start it a little bit sooner because it's such a lag. But New Shoes, and it's spelled N-U space S-H-O-O-Z.
Yeah.
That's a little suspect.
A little suspect spelling. There's a restaurant up in Michigan that we go to that's S-H-U shoes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my connection. Anyway, go ahead. I can't wait. Buy new shoes.
Baby, I can't wait. You'll never have to say goodbye, 'cause I can't wait. Baby, this is what I've been waiting for. I can't wait.
That is a top tier song. And I think
You faded out more quicker than I wanted you to. I was enjoying that.
well, I like that song.
Yeah, that's a good song.
I like the I like that part. The middle section there that we were listening to, not my favorite. But I think that's outweighed by the
See, we could have been listening to our Dim do it instead of you doing it.
And I'm going to go, but that copyright police can't strike us down for me singing. So that's a
true.
fact. That's a fact. I'm going to go A-, I think, for I Can't Wait by New Shoes. I need some new shoes, by the way. Can we
I just bought
work on
new
that?
shoes on Saturday.
Oh. Did you go to the running store?
We went to DSW. I needed dress shoes.
DSW.
Shoe outlet or something.
We went to Shoe Carnival. They've got some really nice dress shoes that are cheap. That's where I got my shoes, and they're very comfortable.
Well, mine were only $30
Oh,
because it was on sale and clearance. All right. What did you think, Grace?
The next song is I Can't Wait by New Shoes. This is an A+.
whoa, whoa!
The synth is sampled in a lot of tracks that came out in the 90s, and then I remember listening to Buzzin' by Man and 50 Cent. I think that came out when I was in middle school and was like a widely popular song. So it's really cool that this song is sampled in so many different genres, and it has been sampled for the past 20 years. So yeah, solid A+.
Wow.
Okay. So she broke your rule.
I guess so. Grace, come on.
That's a good song, though.
That is a good song. I'm not upset about that.
Some of the ones A-, though.
I know.
You could have gone to A.
Yeah.
See,
I also could have gone lower.
Are you questioning yourself?
No.
You should be.
First of all, I never question myself. Okay.
Well,
I stand by my decisions.
All right, we've got one more song, but before we do, I want to play the other songs talk about the other songs that are on the playlist. 99 Luftballons, which is 99 Luftballons. That's my German.
Wow.
From college.
I actually like that song a lot.
I loved it. You knew it though, right?
I did. Yeah. And I knew. Have you heard the English version?
Yeah.
There's an English version too.
They played that more on the radio, but every once in a while you'd hear the German version.
The German version, yeah.
I Feel For You by Shaka Khan, one of my all-time favorites.
Shaka Khan.
And she went to Lewis University. She doesn't. Sometimes I think you got issues. She went to Lewis University, we hear.
First time
but love that song. That was a great one to dance to as well. Operator by Midnight Star.
See, I was going into Operator thinking it was Smooth Operator.
No, that was Sade.
Yeah.
Sade.
Yeah. So I was disappointed by
When
that.
I Think of You by Janet Jackson, which is an all-time favorite of mine.
Yeah.
Grace and I saw Janet at Augustana. And that was it.
Yep.
No, and Come Go With Me. Come Go With Me by Exposure.
Yeah.
No, that's the name of the album, Expose.
Expose.
And I want to say they had to put the accent on it because somebody else was Exposure, and they Expose. Anyway, the last one though is Push It by Salt and Pepper.
Salt. Yeah, there was well, let's listen to it, and then I've got a story about Salt and Pepper.
And then they had Spinderella was their DJ, and when
another great DJ name.
When I bowled, one of my shots was a Spinderella.
Oh.
All right, you're going to fade in on this because we got to go in 50 seconds. So
okay,
try, do your best.
I always try my best here, Jim. Push it good.
Push it real good.
No. So John Mulaney, one of my favorite stand-up comedians, does a bit about Salt and Pepper, about their time when they were on SNL. And I can't remember who was hosting, but he was talking about it like whoever the host was surprised by Pepper. Like he was when he was introducing, because they say, ladies and gentlemen, Salt and Pepper, and he just like freaked out with like Peppa wasn't supposed to be there, and then at the last minute came bursting through the door and was ready to sing on SNL. John Mulaney does a much better job telling the story.
Okay, I want to act like I understood what you're talking about.
Salt and Pepper.
Number 19 on the charts, and it says that it was originally a B-side.
Really,
but it must have kicked off so well that they released it. One of the first successful female rap groups. They made it all the way through the 90s. They did really well.
Are they still touring? Are they still around?
They are. I don't think they are. Although there was something, the Grammys a couple of years ago, they had a big hip hop reunion, and I want to say they came back and did like a little thing. But let's see what Grace has to say about this. Are you ready for that?
Yeah.
Are you sure you're ready for that?
Yes. Oops.
Last song is Push It by Salt and Pepper.
Push It.
This is a very popular song. I'd heard this song before. It's in like a lot of movies, and it's a good song. I think it's very overplayed. It'd be interesting to see in the 80s if people felt the same way, or if it's just such a popular song that people just overplay it now. But I'm going to give this a B. Like I said, it's a good song. It's just overplayed.
Wow.
I would say how many years later and it's still overplayed, that means it's a good song.
Yeah.
I never got your grade.
I know. I'm going to go A.
Okay, good.
Solid A. Like you say, good. It's an objective grade.
Well, it helps your grade that I'm fixing to give you because. All right, let's see what she has to say, because I did ask her, all the guests, I asked them to, summarize the playlist, and then I asked them, are there other songs that we didn't talk about that you want to talk about that were on the playlist? So let's just see what else she has to say.
All right. Let's take a listen.
I wish everybody would listen to from the playlist are probably When I Think of You by Janet Jackson, and then obviously 99 Left Balloons. I have many childhood memories of playing that song in the car with my dad. Like Trey already mentioned, he would just turn the volume up every time a good song came on, and 99 Left Balloons was definitely one of those songs that the volume got turned up.
Now, it's The German version, they're actually saying air balloons.
Oh,
Luft is air balloons.
I see.
In the English version is red balloons.
Yeah.
Okay. Should I give you, before she gives her final grade, do you want to give her your final grade?
Yeah. No, I mean, this, you want to review, summarize what my grades were?
Yeah. Oh, you had an A minus, a B minus, which should have been a B, an A minus, and an A.
Yeah. So I mean, overall, I'd listened to the whole album this time. It's not just the 6 songs that we listened to on the podcast. So that's got to count in my favor a little bit, at least for your grade.
Does it?
Well, I don't know. I think it should. Otherwise, why would I listen to the whole album every time?
Well, I don't know. This is the first time you've done it, so I'm kind of shocked that you did it. Anyway,
I know.
I manipulated you.
Yeah, that was not cool, by the way. But you didn't even tell me the songs. And then yesterday when I was looking for them, I was like,
but you realize you had the playlist way before yesterday, and you've been driving around, so you could have been listening to it.
Yeah, well,
that's on you.
I was preparing for my hockey endeavor
while you drove
on Friday, listening to myself.
You do that a lot.
I'm gonna go A minus, I think, for the album as a whole. I don't know if every single song is like, oh my gosh, I got to get out there and dance to it right now. I think part of that is that. There's a lot of newer songs that, in my experience at the club, that I would be dancing to, that are from, today's generation. I wouldn't necessarily be in a nursing home, dancing away to.
All right, you just lost me.
Some of the songs. But yeah, A minus, I think.
Okay. Well, obviously they're all A's. Now, of the other ones, were there any that you really just stood out that you liked?
I liked the red balloons, Luff balloons. Familiar with that one, and I don't know. I don't know what about that. Even though it's not in English, like it just is catchy.
I was obsessed with her.
Yeah, I don't know what she looks like. Her
name was Nina. Nina?
You don't even know.
Nina.
You don't even know.
Nina.
Come on.
Google it.
All right.
Let's see what Grace had to say.
All right.
This is a great playlist. I am going to give it a B+.
Oh.
I think that when we listen to music, we attach memories of that time. And I wouldn't be surprised if my dad's scores are higher on this one, because what's a better time than dancing on a dance floor with all of your friends, whereas I'm hearing these songs and I've heard these songs, riding in the car with my dad, which they deserve a great score, but very different atmosphere, and they weren't new when I was hearing them. So yeah, I'm gonna give this a B+.
Sure.
Now see, I will give her an A.
Of course you will.
But she gave it a B+, but she realizes that she's thinking about, okay, yeah, you were in the middle of it and I wasn't, but I still appreciate this, or I don't like that as much. So
yeah.
So both of y'all did a good job, Logan, this time.
Yeah, I was better though this time though.
Were you?
I gave an A minus.
I know, but
I'm just striving for Jim's approval here. Okay, I know your kids.
You don't care a flippin' whatever about what I think about you, because if you did, we would have stopped a long time
They've
ago.
already earned your approval, and I apparently haven't. I want one of those gold stars. Trey was telling me that you give out gold stars.
What?
Or is that a secret?
There was a potty chart back in the day when they would go potty.
No.
These are important.
I don't need that.
These are important topics you need to learn about.
I see. All right. Well,
any last thoughts about dance music from the 80s?
I don't think so. I think, the whole point of the show is for you to play songs that weren't necessarily the hits.
Right.
And so I feel like there are plenty of other songs from the 80s that were danceable that were not included on this list. But I understand why they weren't included, because the whole point is to listen to new music.
Yeah.
So
like Madonna.
Like Madonna and all that stuff. So some of the, I wouldn't say that this is my all-time 80s dance playlist. Mm-hmm. But I definitely didn't hate it. I mean, an A- for me is a solid grade, So I can't complain too much about that.
And some of them are they were dance hits. They weren't pop hits.
Right.
Yeah, so just so everyone remind everyone, we are on
Close. Try again. Go ahead.
We are on YouTube, Spotify, our video podcast. Right now, we're on Apple Podcasts, which is audio, but they are in the process of switching over to video podcast eventually. We also have playlists available on Spotify and YouTube. And if you want more information or if you want links to everything, you can either go to our social media platforms. We're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, or you can go to our website, finalcurriculum.carrd.co.
Yeah, and it's really a great thing. Podcasts, though, Apple Podcasts anyway, the majority of the people who listen are on Apple Podcasts. So if you haven't seen the video version or seen any of the clips, we encourage you to at least go check it out. It's available on YouTube. If you don't like Spotify, I'm not a big Spotify guy. YouTube is really easy. Search the Vinyl Curriculum. It'll come right up to see the cartoon picture of me and Jim, because we put a lot of effort into the videos. We want you to see our beautiful faces all the time, or at least see some of the clips, some of the highlights.
Right. And also, if you would follow us, that helps us. It helps us with the reach. And then also, if you would give us some sort of comments and feedback, that would be helpful too.
Yeah. Jim, as always, it was a great playlist. Well, not as always, but this week it happened to be a great one. So
it's always a great playlist.
I appreciate that. We thank you all for listening each and every week.
That's right.
It's really fun getting to do these, and looking forward to having one of my friends on next week. So you've got to be sure to stay tuned for that. Next week?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Who's next week?
Guy named Kevin.
Oh, all right.
From Nashville. We're doing 70s folk.
Good guy named Kevin. All right, guy named Kevin. We're looking forward to hearing from you.
And then Reed is the next week, and it's going to be 90s alternative.
All right.
Yep.
I'm glad you're in charge because I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
All right.
Just focus on the playlist.
I will. I'll try. Anyway, we'll catch you all in the next one.
Bye.